Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Not London Narratives. So, as at 3 hours, 4 minutes ago, I believe the time is the same in the UK as it is here in Nigeria. So, as at 3 hours, 4 minutes ago, the transfer window, um, after the transfer window was shut. Um, so yeah, um, the transfer window was short, and I just saw 6 minutes ago on um, Fabrizio Romano's story that Villarreal are working on a deal to sign Manu Solomon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through every club and the transfer window. Much in a much better mood today because I had a nap. I've been working on my portfolio for hours and like basically all day. And I'm the kind of person that when I'm working on something, I can sort of get fixated on that and like work on it for like forever until I'm able to break through instead of just going to rest and coming back to it with fresh eyes. But yeah, luckily for me, I had made a breakthrough, and only then was I able to tell myself, okay, I get some rest. So yeah, um, but yeah, I've been able to take a nap, so I'm a bit better relieved. Um, so let's start with the prem table. So I'm using the prem table, so I'm able to sort of align, like sorry, use the prime table to know the order at which we should talk about the clubs. So yeah, use the prime table. So yeah, let's go to Liverpool transfers. Um, Liverpool transfers ESPN. So um, Liverpool this year they signed Verts, they signed Isak, they signed Ekitike, they signed Kerkesh, they signed Frimpong, they signed Leone, and they signed Salah and Verk. So if we think about this Liverpool squad, they have Leone, they have I think Guehi broke down apparently. So they only have Leone. Okay, that's why they were calm by the way. So they only have Leone, they have Van Dijk, they have Konate, only three centre backs. I did think that they needed another centre back, but considering the amount of business that they've done this year, I would give them some leeway and just say, you have you've done well. You have done well. To be fair to them. So yeah, let's go through their ins and outs. So they brought in Isak, Leone, Eketike, Mamadashvili, Vert, Skerkesh, and Frimpong. Now, whilst they brought in all these players, and I think that is good. Aside from the aside from the Guehi transfer not happening, there is one problem I have with Liverpool's transfer window. Just one. And you are probably wondering what that could possibly be. I will show you guys. Because maybe because I'm a Spurs fan, I've seen what can happen to squads at their worst. But I will show you guys my problem with Liverpool's transfer window. So let's go. It looks like this year their favored lineup is a 4-2-3-1. And we'll go through it and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Here is Konate. Here is Van Dijk. So let's say Virgil, Cash, and that's crazy because we saw earlier. I don't know if you guys were paying attention to the screen, but ESPN ranked their transfer window the best of any, and that's understandable. It's understandable why they're already top of the league, and now they have Isak. That is arguably currently, based on form and whatever, the joint best striker in the Premier League. So that is crazy. That is crazy, honestly. And like now, in hindsight, I don't know how they've been getting these results, but they're getting the results. And even though what I said was true, in the sense that I knew that they wouldn't be able to gel as fast, they haven't gelled and they are getting these results. And I think that, to me personally, I think that that is even more concerning because, like, I'm looking at Liverpool now and I'm seeing a lot of fragments. I'm seeing a lot of problems in Liverpool, and they're still finding ways to win. Like, they're just levels above everybody else. That even them with issues are still able to win games. And I was thinking, this is not sustainable. Surely this is not sustainable. Surely Arsenal will expose them. But Arsenal couldn't. And everybody that they've come across so far haven't been able to, which is incredible to me. Like, at the moment, excuse me, Bets isn't even firing, Isak isn't even firing. I'm terrified, honestly. I am. But anyways, Diego said Liverpool has the best team now. What a window. Honestly, Diego, I am that's the same thing I'm saying. I don't know how to feel. I am terrified. But let me tell you the one issue with Liverpool's team. Okay, so I think they loaned out. Let's confirm. I think they loaned out. What's his name? What's his name? Joe Gomez. Let me confirm. Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez. Didn't he go out on loan? Let me check. Joe Gomez transfer news. Did he? I don't think he left. Let me check here again. Nunez, Ben Doak, Joe Gomez, Joe Gomez, Joe Gomez. No, no, this is the most recent, so he didn't leave. Okay, he didn't leave. Diego will come to your club next. Oh no, no, no. I'm doing it based on the prem table. So your club is quite down actually. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I understand why you'd be annoyed. And it looks like everybody has allowed Liverpool walk away with the league. But let's see. Let's see. Oh God, Jesus Christ. So yeah, in this place, they have Alisson slash Mamadashvili, very strong depth. Here, they have Leone slash Van Dijk. Here, they have Joe Gomez slash Konate. Frimpong, Conor Bradley, Kerkesh. I think they have Robertson. Yeah, they have Robertson. Simikas went on loan. Gravenberg, Slobozlai, CJ, McAllister. Sorry, Gravenberg, Endo, and Verts, Soboslai. Here, this is where things get interesting. So in nine, they have Eketike. Now that I'm thinking of it, it works out because now they have Rio Ngumoha. They actually have, oh my God, they actually have two players in every position. They have Rio here as well. They have Hakpo here. They have Eketike slash Isak. And they have Chiesa. They didn't let Chiesa go, so they could let Elliot go. Oh my God. Liverpool is actually very strong. What? Ye. God. Are you serious? I didn't even realize. Wow. That is incredible. Wow. Good Lord. I pray for the rest of us. Um, let's check Chelsea. Let's move on. I think based on what I've just seen, I will give Liverpool transfer window a 10-10. I think there is literally no flaw. There is no flaw like FLAW in their team. They've covered everything, and Guehi would have just been an addition to that, like further strengthening. And now Guehi is probably going to sign for them on a free if if he doesn't sign for maybe Real Madrid or something, maybe Real Madrid or something. No, it looks like Guehi is going to sign for them. So Liverpool's window, to me, 10/10, the best window. Um, Let me get my notepad. Let's see notes. Sorry, notes, notes online, notepad. So yeah, Liverpool transfer window ratings. So Liverpool, to me, 10/10, top, no flaw. Um, let's move on to Chelsea. Oh, is it Chelsea? Yes, Chelsea. So Chelsea. Now coming into this window, Chelsea had problems, and I don't just say one problem. I mean problems. They needed a goalkeeper. Currently, they have what's that guy's name? Sanchez, the special one. They have Sanchez in right center back. Let's check their lineups because I'm actually not sure. Um, so Chelsea fixtures. Let's check the lineup that they've been putting out. And I watched them against Fulham. Chaloba and Adara Bioyo. Okay, so Chaloba. Now, my problem with Chelsea personally is their backline. I feel like that is the position where I think they are weakest. And so far, they've been able to um, hide it and whatever. Is not Rich James. Rich James is one of the um, best what they call him, fullbacks in the league. Kukureya in recent times has shown the Brighton Kukureya and shown that he is one of the best in the league as well. Is their midfield pairing is one of the best in the league. But the problem and their attack, even though like their attackers are not really even though their attackers are not really even though their attackers are not really I can't find that William Esteva. I never find him. I don't know why. Let me see if I can find him today. Daya Bettinelli, Chukwuemeka, Disasi, Lavia, Tosin, Madueke. I can't find him. Let me just use the guy I usually use. But yeah, even though the attackers are not, in my opinion, the best in the world, maybe they're growing, they could be potentially world class eventually. But even though they don't have like the best attack in the world, I think that this is the last lineup that they used. Um, Even though they don't have the best attack in the world, I think that they could, like, they have enough options there that they don't necessarily need to have the best attack in the world. Like, they have so much quality that they will be able to get away with it. They have so much depth. They have like players of a different, decent level on the bench. Okay, let's do this instead. Because that is quite insulting. After looking at that lineup, I realized something was missing. Yeah. So yeah, this back here is the reason why it doesn't really matter what Chelsea do. I will still have questions. Now, I don't know too much about Hato, but maybe if I watch Chelsea and in the next few months we will say, oh, Hato is one of the best centre backs in the league and this and that. We don't know yet. But this part is the reason why I think that I would rate Chelsea's window 8/10 because while they would have a decent league finish, I don't think they can win the league because of this. So yeah, Chelsea for me 10. Um, for me, because they have everything else. They have depth. They have like they didn't have too much to do, and that's even what makes their window more concerning because they didn't have too much to do, and their problems were quite clear, but still they weren't able to fix it. Do you get what I'm saying? So the next team that we're going to go to is Arsenal. So now Arsenal, to me personally, 10/10. I won't even lie to you guys. Their window was exceptional. They filled in everything they could possibly fill in. Now I know that some of their players right now have injuries, but if I when we go through this, yeah, you guys will see the depth that they have. I would go with their strongest 11, Gabriel. I think Arsenal's window to me was a 10-10. They like, and that's why I feel like this year, like, and I know that is a bit unfair, but this year they sort of have to win the Premier League. And the reason why I say have to win is because the reason why I say they have to win the Premier League is because this year the one advantage that they have over Liverpool is that Liverpool have made a lot of changes to their team. Arsenal's changes are not as many as or as much as Liverpool's, and that was the advantage me I felt like they had. It wasn't necessarily in quality. It was about that extra maybe 25% of knowing your teammates more. Do you get what I'm saying? And after watching that game, Arsenal's attack, a lot of questions have to be asked about Ateta because that is not how they should be playing. And I'm no football expert or whatever, but I'm telling you, Gyökeres should be inside the box, no whipping in crosses. I know that much about football. I know that Madueke, I don't know what he's doing, honestly. I don't know what he's doing. And he can't get in a decent cross. He's not the striker was basically starving all half. He had the ball in the first half. He had did nothing with it to be fair. Yo, care. How you doing? How you guys doing? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts. Whatever thing is on your mind, say it in the comments. Today I'm more alive than yesterday. Yesterday I was in a horrible mood, but today I slept before the stream. So because I slept before the stream, I'm in a better mood. Even though I'm not really happy with Tottenham transfer window, but I'm in a better mood. Um, so yeah, Madueke, I didn't really see too much. He started Martinelli. We know the problem with Martinelli. There's a reason why they brought in Eberechi. But when you think of like the problems that Arsenal had, so Raya left, they needed a second goalkeeper. They got in Kepa, right centre back. Tomiyasu's contract was cancelled. They got in Mosquera, left centre back, Piero Incapie. Number six, they got in Norgard, Ethan Wanieri, Merino already rectified. Isaka, last season Saka had injury. They had nobody. They got in Madueke. Havertz wasn't good enough. They got in Victor Gyökeres. What's his name? Martinelli wasn't good enough. They got in Eberechi. So for me, based on what they've done personally, I will give them a 10-10 because I don't think that they could have a better window than this. And like, I feel like I'm starting to feel bad for Ateta because now they've finally backed him. Like every year, I felt like Arsenal have always left Ateta short. And I feel like if they had any chance to win the league, it was last year. And now I just think that I'm concerned about this Liverpool team because, like I said, I don't think that Liverpool have been perfect. I think that they have flaws, and I've seen the flaws in their games. But the thing is, it looks to me so far with them beating Arsenal that even them with flaws in their games, they're just too strong for everybody else. And I don't even want to know what they look like when they're actually like gelling. When Vets is actually contributing. When now Isak, like I don't even. Oh my God. Oh God. God. I think I'm sweating. I'm sweating because the rest of us are finished. Honestly, we are finished. Like we should just go and pray because I don't even know where we go from here. Honestly, I wish we got left wing as well, but I have to be grateful. Column one is decent. I'm going to come to Tottenham. I'm going to come to Tottenham, and I think we're going to have a we have a lot of questions to ask, especially and City as well. City as well, Diego. City as well. There are some clubs that they have a lot of things to answer for this transfer window. Um, but yeah, Arsenal for me, 10/10. I don't think that they could have done too much about like they did everything they needed to do, and they backed this manager sufficiently. Now, whether this is the season that they are meant to do it is a different question. But I'm just rating the transfer window. Oh God, here we are at Tottenham Hotspur. Okay, so let's move on to Tottenham. Tottenham Hotspur for me now, unlike majority of people, I am not very excited with Tottenham Hotspur's transfer window. In my opinion, I think Tottenham Hotspur's transfer window at best is a 7, and that is me being generous. I I I think personally I think is a 6, but I think that because of how desperate we were and we brought in somebody, that feeling of bringing in somebody, knowing that there is a world where the Tottenham Hotspur I know do not bring in anybody. I know Tottenham. There is a world there, but fortunately they brought in one person. I will give them a 7. But to me, objectively speaking, I think this Tottenham Hotspur transfer window to me was a 6. And I know you're probably thinking, wow, why would you say is a 6? That's harsh and this and that. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to break it down why I think Tottenham Hotspur transfer window is a 6, and why I think that is not as good as a lot of people think it is. Now, maybe my baby cousin, she used to say to me that um, I sort of always look for the negatives. I don't like to look at the positives. I look at the bad side. Maybe not. But when I go through this, I would um, let you guys know why I think to me it is a 6/10. So yeah. So let's start. Coming into this window, people can say Tottenham Hotspur didn't need a goalkeeper. So they have Vicario here. No problem. You have Kinski here. You have Romero. You have Dragoshin, who is injured right now, but is back. Okay, let's remove him. Let's say Romero and Danso. Here you have Spence and Udogi. I said Spence. Spence and Pedro Porro. Here is where the questions start coming. So let's say, okay. They brought in Takai for 5 million. Takai and Van de Ven. Left back. What of left back? You needed a left back. You have only one full back. And if you want to say Jet Spence is left back, then what about the right back position? You've decided not to promote anybody from the academy, from what we've seen. So there's really nobody to play there. So you needed a left back. So there's a hole in the squad here. Yeah, you have Bentancur slash Polinia. You have a lot of midfielders here, but a lot of the midfielders are all a similar profile. A lot of the midfielders cannot do what you wanted in that position. And maybe that's why Tottenham Hotspur didn't sign another midfielder in number 8, because they weren't able to find what they wanted. Maybe that's why they didn't sign a left winger on permanent, because they weren't able to see what they wanted. Majority of the deals, like the Kolomwani, the other players were linked to, were loan, were here. So we didn't sign anybody on permanent. And I respect it. I get it. That's the only reason why I'm not angry, because we didn't commit to any of these people. But there was something that we needed in Gibbs White. And I think that was deep line playmaking. And while Shabby to an extent alleviates that. What about this position? Is a concern for me personally. I think we needed a number eight coming into this window. I think we needed a left winger. Kolomwani is a temporary solution. I don't think he's the most clinical. And whenever Tottenham fans want to feel good about themselves, I've seen because I've watched some reaction videos to Kolomwani signing, and maybe I warmed up to him a bit more after watching some of his highlights. But I don't think he's a clinical striker. And look at all this here, all these yellows here. That is everything you need to know. This guy, a few years ago, was signed for 95 million euros. As of today, his market value is 27 million euros. That should tell you everything you need to know about his career trajectory. And he's another Richarlison, Solanke, whatever you want to call him. In the sense that if you check his whole career, he has only had one good season. Okay, Richarlison has not even had one good season like that breakout yet. And that was at Frankfurt. And if you check that season that he had at Frankfurt, his expected goals, he massively outperformed his expected output that season. So a lot of the goals that um, his assists, like these assist numbers that you're seeing here, that is making it look so exceptional, and all these type of things, is that people like Kamada and all these guys were just scoring from outside the box and doing crazy things. So, like the season wasn't exactly as good as the numbers would tell you. But until you go and watch, like I went to watch all these goals and assists for Frankfurt. I think it was 10-10, so 10 goals and 10 assists in the highlights reel. If you go and watch it, you see that his season wasn't as good as these numbers will tell you. And like I said, like Richarlison and Co, this guy has only had that one anomaly here. If you look at what we have now, so 10, 12, 13, 10, yellow, 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 yellow. As the scoring is not really doing much else. But let's even go to the Richarlison. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. I hope he proves me wrong. Look at the similarities in their ratings: yellow, 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 yellow. But let's go to this thing. I think he's good, like at playing football. I think he can play football. But if you're telling me that you want somebody to score goals, I don't necessarily think Mane is the guy. Now, I'm saying this, take it with a pinch of salt in the sense that I've only watched him twice. Everybody watched him in the World Cup final, and I watched him in the Club World Cup recently for Juventus against Real Madrid. And that was because I wanted to watch the star boy, Udis, and oh my god, was I not disappointed? What a player! He's even more of a player than I thought he was. Hello, Rodney. That's exciting that we have different opinions. Let me know why you think he's a good sign. Let me know why you think he's a good sign. But even in that game, watching him again, the same fears that I had about him was the same thing I saw again for what they call him, for Juventus. I'm not happy with it. I am I wouldn't say I'm sad. I'm just indifferent. I'm indifferent to be fair. Um so yeah, I'm indifferent. But the same fears I had, Udis, him and Udis good link up, Mwani to Udis, Leo Udis back to Mwani. Okay, Mwani now you're throwing goal one on one. Mwani, 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 and he misses. Is what he does. So yeah. But on the positive side, he's going to be playing left wing for us. So it's not going to be a nine. And I don't know if that's good or that's bad. But yeah. And I think that exactly what I was saying was how Tottenham felt in the sense that um, Tottenham didn't sign Lukman. And I said it that I didn't think that Lukman was the profile that we're looking for there. And I think that Atalanta only wanted to let Lukman go with maybe loan with obligation to buy or whatever. And Tottenham didn't want to commit to it. If you even look at this money signing as well, we didn't commit to it. Like it was only players that were 100% sure. And you can't tell me we didn't have the money because we also wanted to sign Savi. So we had the money, we didn't commit to it. And there's a reason why we didn't commit to it. There's a reason why we didn't commit to it. So It's just a loan with an option to buy. You see how it goes. If he scores goals, maybe he can be our number nine. And he does fill in maybe if Solanke and what's his name, Richarlison are injured, which it looks like they basically always are. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's just my take on the money signing. I'm not angry with it. I'm just indifferent. And to me, this window is a seven. I'll give it a seven because, like I said, there's still holes in this squad. I think we needed a left back. Let's say Moani fills the left swing position, so it's just one, two left. This number eight would be a stretch considering the state of things and the number of players that we've missed out on this window. But left back, if you say Takai is the left centre back, so a left back, if you say Jet Spence is the filling left back, then a right back, and we needed a left winger. He's not necessarily a left winger, he's a nine, but he can play left wing. From the videos I've seen, he finds a way to dribble. I don't know how he does it, but he does it. So yeah, I'll give it a seven. Am I excited? No. Am I sad? Not really. Um, I was when I first saw the signing, but now I'm much better after watching a few videos, going through his data. And if you check his data, everything I'm saying is true. Let me show you guys. If you check his data, nothing special. Let me show you. It's only that 1 year at Frankfurt. So look, majority of it is gray, green. There's green, but gray. It's not like if you look at the players that we're linked to, and that's why, like I said, I'm happy that we didn't commit to it. Personally, very happy that we did not commit to it. Can you see what I'm saying? Like these are the players. Look at the greens. But I'm happy we didn't commit to it. Maybe I just don't like the guy because he rejected us in January. Maybe I don't know. But am I excited? Am I sad? No. I'm just in between. And like I said, I've only watched him twice. So I'm going to give him time in a Tottenham shirt to see what it's about. And you've been at PSG, you've been at Juventus, big boy. You rejected Tottenham in January. You felt like we're beneath you. You better come in and perform. It's as simple as that. Because you've been at these big clubs now, you better come in and perform. So yeah. Maybe I have a grudge and a bone to pick with him, considering uh he rejected us. But maybe just maybe. Um, I wish we got a left wing guy as well, but I have to be grateful. Care. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this window, personally, like I said, I think the window is a 6/10. But considering the situation that we're in, now it just looks like it's better than it is. Like, okay, let me give you an example. Let's say you're with a girl, and this girl doesn't treat you well, but then you end up with somebody else, you leave the relationship, you end up with somebody else, and she treats you just a bit better. Let's say the last girl used to treat you 30% good out of 100. The new girl treats you 50% good. So now that 50% to you compared to what could have been, which is the last girl, now seems like 80% considering where you're coming from. But that 50% in reality is just 50%. So that is the case with this transfer window to me. So yeah, that I have to be grateful is the exact same thing I'm feeling. Like, and it's very interesting that unconsciously you thought to write, I have to be grateful. That tells you all you need to know about the window to me. Do you get what I'm saying? Kolomwani is decent. Exactly. I think that is the best way to put it. Decent. Nothing special. I don't know. He has had one good season. Decent. I think that is it. I don't think he's anything special. Rodney, in contrast to us, says money is a very good signing. I respect it, and I would like to know why you think so. Am I happy with it? I'm not happy with it. I'm not sad with it. I'd rather have him than nobody. And it makes sense in the sense that he can feel in left wing and he can also feel in number nine. So it does make sense. It does make sense in that aspect. Hopefully, it doesn't break down and hopefully, it doesn't flop. First, 1 in 3 for the most defensive. 1 in 3 for the most defensive. Oh, 1 in 3. Oh, like goals. Okay. 1 in 3 for the most defensive national team in the world. You know the thing, France is very special. I think um I get what you mean, but personally, let's check. Okay, so Kolomwani, Kolomwani, what am I thinking of? Who scored? Interesting that they say this. So this is why I said he can dribble. He can dribble a fair bit. From the highlights I saw, 187 centimeters to feet. Let's just check Kolomwani height. Sorry, Kolomwani height in feet, 6'2", not bad. So it's at least 6 feet tall because I know if I convert that 177, it will tell me 6'1". So it's okay, 6'1", 6'2", same difference, same difference. Um, let's see, let's see, let's know what to make of this guy. So finishing strong, and it looks like here appearances FIFA Club World Cup 3, 2 goals, 1 assist. Maybe he has something about it. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't watched him enough. When I see him, but I saw him miss one on one in that game. Let me check for it. Maybe he ended up scoring. Juve, I think they lost like 5 or something crazy like that. Juve or 1-0. I think it was 1-0 or something. I don't know. Yes. What is it? The most recent one. Um, Club. Was it 1-0 or 5 or 3? 1-0 ahead. And Garcia, yes. I know it was 1-0. Yes, I know it was fine margins. They were peppering them. Udis played very well in this game. It was Udis in the 10, I think. Yeah, Udis here and Kolomani here. They had one link up play in the middle of the pitch here. And sorry, I'm not even sharing my screen. They had one Udis here and this guy here. They had one mad link up play here. And Udis was running this whole game, destroying this whole Real Madrid team, destroying all of them. And he gave Kolomani one on one. Kolomani. This guy's he doesn't even put it on target. And I think that's even what pissed me off. He didn't even put it on target. He skied it. He skied it. I don't know. Maybe he didn't end up scoring in that game. So I don't know. So I don't know which games this Club World Cup stats are from. But yeah, I know this game that I watched. This game, yeah. So his weakness, holding on to the ball, passing and crossing. This is the person that wants to play left wing with Richarlison. God is good. Strength, dribbling, and finishing. So he would since he cannot cross, he dribbles to create. Okay. So likes to dribble, likes to play short passes, counter attack threat. That's one thing that will give to him. I think he's fast and he commits fouls often. So he puts in the hard yards for the team defensive. I think that I know. That I know about him. So yeah, and then okay, you know what? Let's do justice to him. Let's go to the data and interpret the data. Let's tell ChatGPT to interpret this data instead of me just using my eyes to look at it. Okay, I think that might do him some justice. I have a problem with this signing. Maybe it's because he rejected us. I don't know, but if you feel like you're bigger club, then why are you coming here now? Because nobody wants you. So yeah, interpret this using gold stars over 5. Okay. So non-penalty goals, 3 star. Non-penalty XG is having chances. I told you people that this guy cannot finish. Anyways, let me continue. Non-penalty XG, 4 stars. Shots total, 3 stars. Goals slash shots, 3 stars. Shots on target, 3 stars. He's efficient, not a volume shooter. Okay. Assists, 2 stars. Expected assists, 4 stars. So he has underperformed his expected assists. I'm guessing. Key passes, 4 stars. Interesting. Pass completion, 2 stars. So he's not good on the ball. Progressive passes, 2 stars. Creates chances, but passing volume is low. So you rather carry the ball to dribble. Yep, 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 yep. Yep. So progressive carries, 4 stars. Successful take-ons. Wow, this is impressive. 5 star. Take-ons attempted, 5 star. Wow, this guy can actually play a left wing goal. Hey, are you serious? Are you serious? Kolomwani, Oshe Jubla. Interesting, interesting. Carries into the penalty area, 4 star. Defensive work. So tackles, 4 star. Tackles one, 5 star. Tackles into attack in attacking final third, 4 star. Interception, 4 star. Elite dribbler and penetrator. Kolomwani. Yeah, he has some skills. He has some skills. He has some skills. I saw it in the highlights. So touches in the attacking penalty area, 5 star. Okay, progressive passes received, 5 star. Excellent mover and finds space constantly. Impressive. Okay, okay. I think I'm buying into it. Like that's the thing. When I first saw the signing, I was pissed, but after watching his highlights, I was less pissed. That's the truth. So yeah, Ariel's 1 star for somebody that is like 6'1", 6'2". That is bad. Percentage areas 1 2 star. Fouls committed 1 star. Weak in the air, not very physical. Okay. So his overall profile, um, 3.5 star in finishing, creativity, um, 3 stars, not a playmaker but can sleep passes and creates from dribbles. Dribbling is one of the best, 4.5 star. Defensive work, 4 star. Elite off ball runner, 5 star. And physicality, 2 stars. So as a forward, 4/5. It's not bad. But the question is where those goals will come from. And that's what me too I'm looking for. But anyways, not bad, not bad, not bad. Like I said, I think it's a decent signing. I think it's a good signing. Maybe I would take it just up a notch after seeing the dribbling. The dribbling is exciting me. So maybe 3 stars, 3 stars, 3 stars, and he would cause trouble. He's a well-known name. He's a well-known name. So I think naturally he would attract um defenders. I think he would attract defenders, and maybe that will free up Xavi a bit more. At least he will attract defenders more than Brennan Johnson will. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, and from what I'm seeing here, comparing him to Brennan Johnson is unfair in every way, shape, or form. So yeah, so 1 in 3 for the most defensive national team in the world. Like I said, I don't think his finishing is his best suit. I think that he works hard, and that's why they love him in the national team. That's just me. That's just me. Not to be sniffed at. And having to play second fiddle and still getting 1 in 3 and getting clutch goals. I haven't watched him. But I guess we'll watch him. This is deja vu for me. I don't know why, but this is deja vu. But yeah, I haven't watched him. I guess we'll watch him in Premier League. We'll watch him in the Premier League. I rate Mwani very high. People just slag him off because of that France final. Okay. He really had the opportunity to, is he win it for them? I think so. But anyways, I will not slag him off until I watch him in Tottenham shirt and he's rubbish. If I watch him in the Tottenham shirt and he's rubbish, and after rejecting us, I will slag him off. There's no way. But if he plays well, I'll forgive him. I'll forgive him. I can let it go. He said people don't actually analyze the games because Mane is very good and can definitely play left-sided striker in a 2 or a 3. Okay, interesting. People just ignore the fact that it was written in the stars Messi wins the World Cup. Yep, written in the stars. I'm one of those people, yes. By the way, I just did this. Yes, I'm one of those people that think that World Cup was scripted. Yes, yes, I think so. I think so. I think it was scripted. I think it was scripted. But anyways, let me see. Let me see. Taslim, people don't know ball. Agreed. Agreed. Um, one and two is up there with all the all the all-time greats for Juventus. Okay, you know what? Let's even check his goal record. And we're going to add that season, by the way. We're going to add that season. So what we're going to do is, yeah, let's check his whole career. So let's go to ChatGPT. These are Colomani's my laptop is good. Sure, let me connect it. One is sorry. What is going on here? I mistakenly closed my tab. I went to my desktop. Sorry. One is matches played, minutes, goals, assists. Let me know how many goal contributions he has had on and is had in his career. Like his, let me know, how do I phrase this? Know his goals, goals slash assist ratio per game versus games, and his goals or slash assist ratio per minutes versus minutes. Yeah, let me use versus minutes. Okay, so let's see. Let's calculate it. Let's see. And that's adding the Frankfurt season, by the way. Let me know beyond just. Let me add it. Even though the stats will tell you here that it was an anomaly, is a two digits. I be one can strike anomaly, but that season was an anomaly. But anyways, no, just tell me over his career. So he has played 213 games. He has 70 goals and 34 assists, so 104 contributions in 213 games. That's not bad. That's close to 1 on 2. That is really good. Wow. That is really good. That is really good. Minutes. So a goal or an assist per every 0.63. A goal per game every 0.49. So one every 2 games. And averages an assist or a goal every 142 minutes. So every 2 games as well. That's really good. That's really good. I won't lie. I won't lie. The numbers don't lie. And this is in his career, he has played in and considering we also added this small season here as well. He has played in the league, the French league. He has played in German league. He has played in the French league. He has played in the Syria as well. That's not bad. These are tough leagues. These are tough leagues. Honestly, honestly, these are tough leagues. That's really impressive. I won't even lie. But like I said, I'll wait until I see him in a Tottenham shirt. So yeah, if you've come this far, please like, please subscribe, and turn on post notifications, please, and thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody that's liked already. I would like more of you to like. So yeah, thank you. So Rodney, you're onto something. You're onto something. You're onto something. So let's see. Do you know the Juve's best ever striker record? Players struggle to score for Juve. Nothing new under the sun. Wanting to put him on par with some of Juve's greats. So saying he's only done well at Frankfurt is not exactly fair. I've been proven wrong. I agree, and I love it. But you come and do it to the Tottenham shit. 1 in 2 is crazy. It's crazy. He's played 16 games, scored 8 goals. Let me see. No, I think the screen usually goes dark when I'm like sharing, like switching screens. 16 games, 8 goals, 1 assist is good. I won't even lie, is good. It's good. Um, and I saw on Tottenham's post, no, Fabrizio's post about Colomani to Tottenham. There were some people that, like Juve fans, that were saying, "Oh, sorry, we couldn't bring you back," and things like that. So it seems like they really liked him there. Um, that's why this is why knowing your heritage is important. Shall I name all the strikers who have failed to make the grade at Juventus? Oh my god. Rodney's really fighting for Colomwani here. You're really fighting for this guy. You're really fighting for him. People not raising money. She better be happy. She should be happy with Tilden, eh? No, 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 no. Go for it, go for it. No, I'll take him. 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 From what I'm seeing here, he is good. He is good. Like from what I'm seeing here, Jesus Christ. I don't think I knew he was this good. But that's the thing. But to be fair as well, the Frankfurt season also like skews things a bit. Do you get what I'm saying? The Frankfurt season also skews things a bit. So that one said day. Let me show you. I know I checked it this afternoon when I was doing my research. So where's that season? It was his first season at Frankfurt. Look, so he had 11 assists, but his expected assists was 5.84. Like like the goals there were like it was Kamada scoring from outside the box every time. Everybody's scoring from outside the box, like insane shots. So they really carried him that Frankfurt season. But I get what you're saying, Sha. I get what you're saying, and that really skews a lot of things that Frankfurt season, because that Frankfurt season is where his data is really high. Let's check his other seasons. So let's check his Serie A season. I think he outperformed. Yeah, he outperformed his expected goals here in this Serie A season. He did well at Juventus. He did very well at Juventus. Let's check League One. So he has had a couple seasons in League One. I think the first season was that really bad season, 6 matches or something crazy like that. The second season, there's no XG for this. So I think until like 23, 24 is when you start seeing XG. Yeah. So yeah, here as well. Look here again. This season at the in League On, I think PSG or something. Expected assist 1.65, actual assist 5. Can you see what I'm saying? Can you see what I'm saying? Look at this one. Expected goals 4.67, actual goals 2. So there's some seasons he outperformed his XG. There's some seasons he underperformed his XG. So yeah, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe not. But yeah. I feel you. He's better than what we have. Definitely. Definitely better than what we have. Um, let me see. So and I'm learning. Do you know that I learned that today? I learned that today, like how to check that today. I don't think I knew that. I don't think I used to check that. But yeah, I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm excited. Um, let me see. Screen's gone dark. People not rating tell early ball movement. Early movement, exactly what I thought. Hold up here and defensive work, good. Okay, oh, we'll see him. And people are complaining. Give your head a wobble. Yeah, guys. Rodney has told you guys, if you're complaining about money when we have tail and the bed, we shall listen. Give your head a wobble because it's better than what we have. He had the opportunity to see him because he was the only one smart enough to to the get in the right position to score. That's one thing I will give him. From what I've seen, he knows how to get to positions to score. Like I don't know how he does it, but he finds a way. He finds a way. But whether he will put it at the back of his net is the question. But if he's getting chances, he knows how to like he he's is from what I've seen, I don't think his link up play is bad. Like I don't think his link up play is bad, but is that when he gets in front of goal, will he put it at the back of the net? That's where my question is. Where was Mbappe? Fair enough, but Mbappe had scored like 2 goals. He scored a hat trick in that final. Come on, stop now. That's not me saying he's anywhere near an all-time great. It's evidence to the deeper point that great strikers struggle at Juve. Fair enough. 1 in 2 exactly. People just chat beep without having a Scooby. What is a Scooby? I didn't know Scooby could be used as an insult. Let me check. Let me check. Scooby meaning, oh, without having a clue. Are you serious? Scooby Dooby Doo. Are you serious? No, Scooby. You will see Scooby as dumb. Oh my god. Are you serious? Wow. That's very interesting. Without having a Scooby, I love that. Let me see. Where's the comment? Um, yeah, okay. So he's better than Sholanke and Rishi. Agreed. 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 1 in 2 is not bad. Let me show you guys again while I read the comments. 1 in 2 is not bad. 1 in 2 is not bad. Simmons actually has someone decent to pass to up front. No left wing. We would rather play Moani on left wing than Johnson. Definitely. I would rather play him. I would rather play. Okay. Oh, so Shanta is saying I would prefer Moani left wing and Richie at ST. Let's see. So I've spent more time on Spurs than anybody because I'm a Spurs fan and I love talking about Spurs. Oh, okay. Let's see. Is this her best lineup? I think this is our best lineup. I think this might be our best lineup. What do you guys think is Mwani here and maybe Odobel or something? Because honestly, we need to start warming somebody up for that left wing. Like we need to start training somebody for that left wing. And Odobel looks like so far, even though he hasn't shown much, he has shown more than Matisse. But what do you guys think? Do you think our best lineup is with Odobel or with Richie? What do you guys think? And we signed Sean and Kerr to replace Richie. And now we're talking about Richie being in the lineup again. Crazy stuff. What a waste of money, the two of them. Jesus Christ. Um, Let me see. So yeah, that thank you for that suggestion, Chantal. Like that Odobe or this guy left wing. Let me write this down first. To me, Tottenham. To me, 7/10 transfer window. Personally, bold. How do I make this bold? So yeah, Tottenham 7/10 to me. So yeah, let me see. A Scooby Doo clue. Okay, okay. Um, I would rather play with wing backs. Oh, this is a very interesting thing. But if you play with wing backs, then where does Simmons fit? That's the thing. Like I think playing 4-3-1 is the best thing for us, but I just don't think that we have the players yet. That's the thing. And I think that hoping or me thinking Thomas Frank is the kind of manager that I think he is. I think that we will um our next left back will be somebody that can defend, considering Udogi isn't the best defender. So we have Jed Spence that can defend on the right and Pedro Pro that's good at attacking, and then Udogi that's good at attacking, even though I have question marks about his attacking because he never actually gets output. But Udogi that is good at attacking and then a defender that can actually defend. If I was the manager, that's what I would do. So you can mix and match based on the game. Um, I wouldn't mind Odobe on the wing, to be honest. He can just dribble and pass. We have more scorers. Who are the scorers? That's the thing. Xavi is going to need to get in on the numbers here. Xavi is going to need to score. He's going to need to channel in his inner PSV season because, um, bro, if you're, I can't wait for Xavi to be playing with. We shall listen. I can't wait to see the reaction when Richarlison is missing some absolute sitters. I can't wait. Like I honestly can't wait to see the reaction. I want to laugh. God, I can't wait to see his face, honestly. But to be fair, he has played with Sheshko. Sheshko too. Guys, Sheshko used to make some absolute jokes. Honestly. Sheshko used to make some absolute jokes. I won't even lie to you guys. That guy, I think somebody called him the Slovenian Darwin Nunes or something crazy like that. He used to make some funny things. Let me see. Not even joking. I'd rather Udogi left wing, Spence left back. That's a good shout. I swear that's a good shout. I will even lie. That's a good shout. Udogi left wing and then Mwani as the nine. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I wouldn't mind that. I swear that's something Jose would do. I swear. That's something Jose would do. Why is it not clicking? That's something Jose would do. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That's not bad. That's not a bad shout. We don't need Odobe to score. Jesus Christ. Shanta, you're saying we don't need Odobe to score. Then where would the goals come from? Where would the goals come from? Because I don't okay, so this guy, I don't think he has been very clinical in his career. Let's check. Okay, so he has one 18 goal season, one 15 goal season. So he has it in his locker. His first season at West Ham, did he get double digits? No, he didn't. But overall, yeah, he did. So in the league, Eredivisie, he got double digits, 11. So he has only gotten double digits in a league once in his career. Let's check this season here. Yeah, he got double digits here in his Danish Super League. So twice in his career. So yeah, I don't think that he's the most clinical. And Xavi will get you like 10 goals. But that's the thing, like I think that, like I said, goals will mean more this season because we're defending, like seriously. So goals will mean more. So we might not necessarily need to score as many goals as last season, shall to be fair to them. But where goals come from? Goals are like silver and gold now with this Tottenham attack. Hi, this attack. It needs open heart surgery. This attack. Um, I also wouldn't mind a more confident Tell on left wing is much better than Johnson even on his worst day. I don't think so. To be fair, I don't. I don't. Like as much as I want that to be true, I don't. I saw Matisse try to take on a man. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? And can you see my face? I'm having flashbacks. I couldn't believe what he. I don't even know what he was trying to do there. Honestly, honestly, I don't know. When Kulu is back, I want to play Kulu Cam, Simon's left wing, or Kulu right wing, Kulu's left wing. Kulu's will run mad if you people play him on the left wing again. He would actually swear for you people. I'm not joking. He doesn't want to play on the left wing. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. And I think Simmons, I think moving Simmons, who is possibly potentially our best player out of position, will be crazy because of Kulusevski. But I don't know, maybe that will work. I don't think it's enough or good enough for me to move Simmons out of his best position. I'd rather cool on the left wing and yeah, has to find a way to play it than moving potentially our best player to um, left wing. I don't know. I think it's better at the middle of the pitch where he can impact anything and everything. I think Kulu Kam, Simon's left wing, Kolo ST, Kolo's right wing. That's not a bad for sure. Can't lie to you. But yeah, me, I just don't think that moving our killing will be good. Udogi, You know what's crazy? At this point, if I was Tottenham Hotspur manager and we didn't have Xavi, this is what I would have done. Let me show you. Okay, we have Kudus, so we can play Kudus here. I'd have done this and tell Kudus, because you're not having to cover for Poro anymore, express yourself, play your football, save all your energy for attacking. Yeah, you will cover once in a while, but it won't be as much. It won't be as much. And we'll be solid defensively and attacking. Our players, go and express yourself. Because our attack isn't good enough for us to carry any slackers. Now, against the lesser teams, Pedro Porro comes in. But against the big teams, Kevin, stay here and defend. If I was crazy, if we had brought in a left centre back, let's say that Constantine guy, I don't know why we didn't go for somebody like that. Knowing Tottenham's Tottenham's scouting team, I don't even think they would have known him. But yeah, another left centre back, play four centre backs, play four centre backs. When you play four centre backs, they will know something. So I think if I was when when I was managing my team in my school, my final year, my defenders didn't used to go forward. They stay back because our defense wasn't good. I'm sorry, our midfield wasn't good. So because our midfield wasn't good, we would always be under the cosh. So my full backs stay back. But because my attackers were very good, I could leave the front four to go and express themselves, and the midfielders could join them because even if the midfielders stay in the midfield, they are not good. So they can't do anything for us in the midfield, collecting the ball wise. So they can join the attack. But that back four, there would always be a line of four here whenever we're being attacked. And we still considered a lot of goals. But it was better than everybody flying forward. Um, Let me see. Xavi, Kolo, Poro, Udogi, and the CB scored too. LOL. If Kudus has confidence, he might get on that list too. We're finished though. Goal scoring. We're finished. I don't know how we'll do it though. See this season, eh? People better pray to God, especially after like some of the teams that I've seen. Like I've gone through Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal. And after looking at those teams, Spurs, it's only God in heaven that can save us. And I don't know why Man U didn't go for a midfielder. Because they were making inquiries about Baliba, which means they had the money. Did Man U sign that Lamens guy? Is he Lamens? Abi Samens? They signed him. Okay. Um, Udogi can always beat his man and he's strong. But does he have many outputs? That guy is a fraud. That guy is actually a fraud. When he first came to Tottenham, I thought, oh my god, we finally have a left back. But after watching that guy, he's a fraud. Cat. He's a fraud. Telling you, let's check. Look at his output. Only his first, maybe 2 seasons at Kini. Look at his match rating for Tottenham. Look at how he even had a good season last season. I don't know. How they gave him 7.0, I don't know. He's a fraud. This Udogi is a fraud. A lot of our players, Madison too is a fraud. I have a problem with a lot of our players. They are frauds. One moment you think they're the best thing since sliced bread, next moment they will show their true colors. Xavi Moani Kudus link up, gonna melt faces. I swear, if this was like, if Moani was here, this four, especially with Moani dropping deep, I said it's for these three would have been something if we had a left winger. These three would have been something. Now imagine changing this guy to this guy. Hi, a boy can dream. This four. Hi. Oh God. Oh, tears in my eyes. What could have been? Anyways, let's move on and replace it with what we actually have. Matisse and Co. Sorry, starting left winger. Starting left winger. Brenda Johnson. Baddest. Bad guy. Anyways, same team as yours, but attack with current injuries. I played Bagval, Simmons, Bagval 10, Simmons 10, and Colo top. But wait, I don't. What do you guys think? If let's say, I don't understand what you mean, Henry Tonk. I don't understand what you mean by Bagval 10, Simmons 10, and Colo top. Like, do you mean two tens? Like a 4-3-3 with two tens? I was just thinking after Harrington just said what he said. How about we do this? If Kulu comes back and do this instead, you play with three tens, like instead of playing with left wingers and right wingers. Like I think that would be fair because we have three tens. We just go with three tens. You go with what you have because our left wing and right wing is not good, and that way you phase out the likes of Richarlison from the lineup. You phase out Matistel. You phase out Odobe. But that's the thing. How do they develop? For me, I don't care. I'm just looking for the result, honestly. But that's what I'll do. I say I'll replace all of them and I'll play with three tens. And just like Conte was doing when we were playing 3-4-3. And then maybe this time will start out wide. They can take all this space, see all this area is yours. You can float wherever you want to float. But you play with three tens. Um, so here we go. I'll come to the rest of the comments. But I meant Simon's left wing, Bergval 10, Kolo, Kudus. But that's the thing. Simon's left wing, Bergval 10. Sorry, I'm not putting wide like that. So Bergvall 10. That's the thing. I think that Bergvall is similar to Odegaard in the sense that he can play 10, but he's not a 10. That's the thing with Bergvall. Bergvall is not a 10, he's an 8. He can create sometimes, but if you tell him week in, week out to create. And I don't think that. But then again, Simons on the left wing might be, I don't know. I don't know if it's a good idea putting this guy further away from this guy, knowing that they are two best players. I don't know if that's a good idea. These two should be as close to each other as possible to me. I don't think that they should be separated in any way because if you separate them, it's easier to mark them, but together they are stronger. Do you get what I'm saying? Together, when they are in close proximity with each other, they're stronger. But if you separate them, then it's easier to take them out of the game. That's just my own opinion. But I get what you're saying, Harrington. I get what you're saying. Um, maybe next summer you will get Savio. Amen. Who is that on your? Is that Aguero? That's Aguero. Why are you putting Aguero on your profile, Diego? Don't you have don't you have Haaland? Let me check who will be moving to next because I've spent a lot of time on Tottenham. We're moving to Man U next, okay. But yeah, I'm a Johnson hater. But I realized we originally brought him in as a striker. Then Ange moved him to right wing. Now he's playing left wing. You can't blame him for bad performances. All All I'm going to say to you, Ke, is that do you genuinely believe that there's any world where, regardless of where we play Bernard Johnson, he will play well if he's not scoring? From what you've seen, oh, from what you've seen, do you think he will play well if he's not scoring? Don't lie. Don't lie. You really think that Bernard Johnson will be able to put in good performances if he's not scoring? I mean, I don't believe it. We signed Donnarumma. Are you serious? Are you serious? I slept though. I really slept though. Wow. Crazy. Wow. That's crazy. I didn't know City signed Donnarumma. I slept though. I really slept. Wow. Um, let me see. That's crazy. Um, but I'm mad we didn't get a right back, a wing. How many wingers do you people need at City? You have a lot of wingers. But I know you guys don't really do Kusha, so it's understandable. If we someone found a way for Johnson to play up front with a big striker, he will get 20 goals this season easily. I think Brandon Johnson is a Nottingham Forest level player, not a Tottenham Hotspur player. We're finished. Honestly, City are in trouble. City, especially with what Liverpool have done, you people should thank your God. And I think Liverpool will go back for Guehi in January. But you actually should thank God that Guehi did not go to Liverpool because that team is actually too strong. No Udogi slander, he's a baller, trust me. Okay. Me, I've sure not seen it. I saw it for the first 10 games. After the first 10 games, defending, attacking, no output. The time he's a wing back, he's a wing back. At least Periporo, we used to see Periporo get assists and goals. Udogi, not. I meant, okay, I've spoken. What about 2-2-2, 4-2-2-2? But with Johnson, Kolo up front, Simon's left hand. Hmm, that will not work. Let me check. Left sided midfield. Let me check. Left sided midfield slash wing. Kudus. Right sided midfield slash wing. So like a 10, 4-2-2-2. So this sort of something like this. Um, what's the name? You said who did you say are the nines again? Johnson. That's sorry. Something like this. See this space. And I don't think that this guy defends, oh, but there's a difference between defending at 10 and defending as a kiddie. They will eat us alive. They will eat us alive. Maybe against the lesser teams, maybe a team that wants to sit down in a low block, it will work. Oh. But especially, I don't even think I will even go with this guy. But I get what you mean, Sha. I get what you mean. I remember it's Pedro that is there, and his Udogi that will be here. I think it's Udogi. Udogi will come back and take his place. But that guy is still a fraud. Still a fraud. But yeah, let's move on. I've spent a lot of time on top sport. We can come back to top sport when um, I'm done with others. But yeah, I said I wanted to do prem predictions. So yeah, Man United. Man United have had a very interesting window because I feel like, in a weird way, they solved their problem, but at the same time they didn't solve their problems. And let me show you what I mean. What's his name? Lamin Zabi. Okay, let me show you guys what I mean about Man United. So, a goalkeeper, they have Lamens. I think he's going to be number one. They have Lamens, right centre back. Let's say Euro. Man U fixtures. Let me make sure I'm not making any errors. Euro delete shop. Okay. Delete. Just give me the light. Just give me the light. KG is hilarious. What's the Captain Man? No. Man is gonna run the show. Just give me the light. Just give me the light. Oh god, that guy is just jokes, man. I think he's is he Nigerian or something? I think he's Nigerian or something. I don't even know. He's hilarious, honestly. Half Nigerian, half English. I think so. He's hilarious, honestly. Ahmad, just give me the light. So Ahmad, you have the big boy. God. So far, I'm thanking my stars that we did not sign this guy. Honestly. Because from what I'm seeing, me, personally, that's just me, me, I don't think that the guy is anything special, sha. But from what I'm seeing, against low blocks, having to unlock defenses, I don't think so. But that's just me. From what I'm seeing, just give me the light. Now, Man U came into the season with questions about the attack, and I'm showing you guys countlessly that the attack hasn't been good enough, in my opinion. Needed they needed goal scorers, and that is what they brought. They brought in Mbuemo, they brought in Cunha, and they brought in Sheshko. But at the same time, this is still a problem. Now they might be able to find their way around it because they're playing one game a week, but I think long term is going to bite them in the ass, in my opinion. So I think that mine is window to me because of how important this position is. As good as it is that they brought in a GK, they brought in a 10, two tens, and a 9. I do think that sadly, I will still have to give Manchester United just because of what they didn't do a 7 over 10. Like, even if it was a temporary fix, I feel like it would have been better than getting in nothing, in my opinion. And not getting in anyone is not good enough, personally. Let's go to Man City. So, Man City have done a lot of business, but a lot of business doesn't mean that you've rectified all the issues in your team. Now, a lot of people have been complaining about Manchester United. I say Manchester United, Manchester City centre backs. Personally, I think that they have the solution in house, and that's your Scovadio. He's fast. He can play centre back. He is a centre back, left centre back. And if you partner him with Diaz, who is a solid leader, he can bed him in. And Diaz, I think Vardiol is the solution to their left centre back issues, personally. Um, so yeah. Then here you have Aïnouri. Here they didn't get the right back, so they're going to play Nunez, which I think is crazy to me. But at the same time, was there really a right back on the market? Not really. And you rather not buy anybody than buy the wrong profile, in my opinion. So I get why they didn't sign a right back. The one person they would have wanted was Livramento, but I don't think that Liverpool would have sold. I said Liverpool, Newcastle would have sold. So I don't understand it. But yeah, long term, not really. Um, Man City fixtures. Who they play? Mamouche and Bob. Okay. So yeah, personally, me, unlike Diego, I don't think that a left winger is as important as like is as important as Diego is banging on about personally, but that's just me. I think that they are well covered. They have Doku, they have Savio, they have Bernardo, they have Cherky, they have Foden. They have a lot of players that can play there. They have Bob. They have a lot of players that can play there. So me, I don't think so. But maybe if he feels that way, then there's a reason why he feels that way. And they think Doku is not good enough. Savio is basically a right winger in their eyes because that's where the manager plays him. Foden is off and on, and he's a 10, not a left winger. So yeah, I don't understand it, but I think they solved majority of their problems. I don't think so. But this right back position, I think personally, I will give them a 9/10 because they solved majority of their problems. In my own eyes, that's how me I see it, yeah. But they solved majority of their problems. Look at this triangle. Interesting stuff from City. But yeah, I do think that they solved majority of their problems. So in my eyes, I understand the right back is needed, but they got in some quality players. And Bob is basically like a new signing. And signing itinerary pushes value to this centre back potentially. And I don't know why they've been playing Stones instead. But yeah, I feel like that would have been good for them. So yeah, I think I will give Manchester City a 9/10. I think they had a very good win. And this is in contrast to what they did in January, because in January I was slating them because I didn't think it was good enough. Um, West Ham, bro, West Ham. Luckily for me, um, I was able to watch West Ham. I was able to watch West Ham um, day before yesterday also, and I think that they've done a lot of good things this transfer window. I think that they have rectified majority of their issues, and I think they are good. I do think that this problem, this number nine is sorry, I'm not sure on my screen. I do think that the number nine is a problem. I do think that the number nine is a problem, but I think that the arrival or the potential of Wilson will rectify it, and it won't be as much of a concern as people think. So that is the only place that I think that they might have questions, and I think that maybe long term, what Prowse will come out of this lineup, and Fernandez will move here, then some of you will move here, and I think that is a very solid team. So if you okay, let's build the team. Let's build the West Ham team. So we have Emansin. They have Kilman. They have Mavropanos. How do you spell it? Mavropanos. A left back, they have Diouf. Diouf. They have a right back, they have KWP. Played quite well yesterday. In midfield, which is where they're strongest, they have Sushek. I think that this will end up turning to Mateus long term. Spent a lot of money on him, 40 million. And he played very well yesterday. Wow. Very, very well. Put in one hell of a shift. On left wing, they have Bowen, their star man, the big boy at West Ham. And then they have Paqueta um, in the 10. He's not going anywhere. I made that quite clear when he scored his goal. Kissed the badge, phone, caught it. Nice celebration. Then left wing, I think long term is going to be this guy. His name sounds like Holiday. I don't know. Some of you. I don't know. Looks very clean, by the way. Look at that haircut. Clean. White teeth. Wilson. Yeah. I think this is a very strong lineup. And I think they have a good season. Fingers crossed with this lineup. I think they've done very well this window, and I think they've rectified majority of their issues. And they brought in Igor. Let me check. Igor Julio. What was his position? Julio. Left footed, left centre back. So yeah, I knew it. I knew it. That it to be to replace Mavropanos. Yeah, to replace Mavropanos potentially. Igor. Yeah. And this is a very solid team in my opinion. You can't fix everything in one window. I think they was long term, they will need a six, they will need a right back, they will need possibly a 10. Paqueta is aging, Bowen is getting on a bit, freshen this up. But for this season, very good. For where they are and considering the context of their season, considering the fact that they didn't have money they had to sell to buy, I think they've been very smart with their signings, considering the situation that they were in as a club at the beginning of the season. So I think for what they've done, I'll give them a 10-10, in my opinion. I think that was a very good, that's a very good team. And they've had a very good window. And to be able to get a player from Brighton on loan without committing to him is really good. Is really good to be able to get a player on loan without committing to him. Hasn't really had good seasons. Let's check his FPRF. Um, Igor Julio FPRF. Let's see what he's about. So in the last 12 months, he has had injuries. So I'll go to the season before last. Let's just scroll through versus centre back. So he can also play left back. Interesting. His passing is good. So he's good on the ball. Defensively, not so much. Versus centre backs. Okay, versus full backs. His passing is good versus centre backs. Mm, mm. But yeah, for West Ham's level, I think it's good, at least to get in a body there. So yeah, I think that's a good window that they've had, a really good window by considering the situation they were in. Two more clubs. Oh, Villa. Oh my God. Villa's window. What a window. And I feel like it's one that really peaked in the last final days because they knew the situation they were in. They knew the situation they were in. Um, let's go to Newcastle. Newcastle have had a very good window, in my opinion. So, Newcastle, if you guys don't know, I know they have Pope, but they also got Ramsdale, I believe. That's a good backup. And maybe future first teamer. A right centre back, they have, I think, Shah. I think they have Shah. Let me check. Line up. West Newcastle line up. No, Newcastle fixture, sorry. How am I saying line up? Because I'm thinking about their lineup. Makes sense. This would be a very interesting game. Okay, so let's see their lineup. So they have Pope, they have Botman, they have Bond, they have Shah. Interesting that they went with a front two. I didn't even know Jacob Murphy was still at Newcastle. Jesus Christ, he's still at Newcastle. It's crazy. They went with a front two because they didn't have a nine. Okay, so they went with Shah. I think it's going to be Shah and maybe Dan Bond. This manager loves Dan Bond. But okay, I think he will go with Botman, then he will go with Bond at left back. He loves Dan Bond. because of that set piece threat. And now it's not even just Dambon that they have. Now they also have this Volt. Let me not spoil my mouth, but Volta. Let's just call him Volta. Their midfield, arguably one of the best in the Premier League, if not the best in the Premier League. You have Bruno, uh, um, Joe Linton, very solid, extremely solid. Um, yeah, you have Gordon. What a lineup! Honestly, what a team! What a team! And that's the thing. I said it that I feel like this will be Newcastle's Jack Grealish moment in the sense that yeah, they are losing one good player, but and I think that is still probably they spent well. I think they've spent well. You have Elanga, you have Voldemort, is the nine. This team is solid. It is solid. It is solid. And possibly, if you're to do of their signings, maybe long term, Malik Thiaw is solid. But right now, let's go with Shah. Let's go with Shah. He looks less strong right now. Shah, this is a very solid team. Honestly, this is a very solid team. Like, and that's the thing. Visa as well. Visa. Oh my! I don't even know where Visa doesn't even enter their lineup. I don't even think he does. I don't think he does. So okay, you know what? Let's say because Gordon is injured, let's do this. But I don't think Visa enters their lineup. That's the thing. Like, bro, this team is strong. What a team. What a team, honestly. I do. Wow. And that's the thing, like, it makes you now looking at this team, I even want to reduce Tottenham because they rectified all their issues. They came into the summer knowing they needed a right winger, they got one. They needed a nine. Isak was going, they got 1, 2. They needed, I think they got a midfielder as well. Let me check. I think they got a midfielder. They also got Osula. They got William Osula this year. Newcastle signings. Yes, yeah. I think they got Osula this year, right? When did they sign Osula? I don't know. But I know they have one William Osula guy. They got in Jacob Ramsey. Yeah, I know they strengthened the midfield as well. They got in Ramsdale. Like they got in all the positions that they needed. They got in all the positions. You said I think if Newcastle get injuries at centre back, they might struggle. Oh, Osula was last year. Okay, okay. Thank you, Ken. So I think if Newcastle get injuries at centre back, they might struggle. Okay, so let's go through their squad. Newcastle squad. Like, guy, it makes me want to reduce Tottenham now. So they have Thiaw, they have Bun, they have Botman, they have Shah, they have Lascelles, they have Kraft. I think he can play a centre back. I don't even know who this guy is, but they have at least like four centre backs. They have Lewis Hall that can play left back. Dambon can play left back. They have Livramento slash Trippier that can play right back. They do have a fair bit. They have depth. It might not be quality depth, but that's what they're building. And with time, they will get it. Wow, this is a 10-10 for me, honestly. A 10-10. And that, you know what's exciting about this thing that I'm doing is that I like the fact that majority of teams have had very good windows because it means that the league is stronger. And if the league is stronger, it means that games are going to be more interesting. And that's what's like exciting. As a Tottenham fan, not so much, but as a football fan, brilliant. This is what you love to see, honestly. Villa, oh my god, this team. I was just seeing some players being linked to Villa. Exactly. These two. And you know the best thing about this Villa window is that they didn't commit to these guys. They didn't commit to them. That's the best thing about Villa's window. Um, Aston Villa fixtures, like bro, Spurs. That's why, like, I'm. You know what? After going through, I'm pretty sure after going through this, I would demote Tottenham's window to a 4/10. Sorry, I said for a 6/10. Okay, so let's see. So they have Konsa and Mings. They kept Dibu. What do they play? They play with a 4-2-3-1. Okay, so 4-2-3-1. They kept Dibu Martinez. I think that United went with Lamens instead. So they kept Dibu. They have Konsa. Mings has really made it through this Villa team, even with all the players that have come through. It's crazy. I think he was their captain. I don't know if he still is. Matson. I don't think Matson is their starting left back. Oh. Who's their starting left back again? Is it not? Okay, let's go with Matson. Because you look at Dean that is there, but I think Matson is the future, so I'll go with Matson. I think Cash is their right back. Cash. In the double pivots, God, Jesus Christ. So they had John McGinn and Tillerman starting. But personally, I will go with McGinn and I will go with Onana. See that, Lord. Jesus. Disgusting. No, not this Onana. No, no, no. Onana. Oh my God. See midfield. Hi. Yo. See Tottenham. Tottenham are finished though. Spurs are finished. Honestly. So they have Tillemans on the bench in this lineup that I'm making. So they got Elliot. Me personally, I don't rate Daniel Male. I think it's FM. I don't think I've actually ever watched him play. Maybe for Dortmund in the this thing run. Can't even remember the Champions League run. I don't know. I don't rate him. I don't know why. I don't think he can finish, so I don't rate him. Uh, then, so in their last game, they played Watkins as the nine and Gis as the left winger. Let me see the players that they have. Oh yeah, they got in Sancho. That's why they got in Sancho because they don't have a left wing. Oh my god! Look at this team. Oh my god! Good lord! Look at what they've done. Look at what they've done. What's English chem? Butterfingers. What do you mean? Are you talking about me? What happened? Look at their team. We're finished. We're finished. We're actually finished. The Spurs are finished. Let me see. So they have McGinn, a left back as well. They have Pau Torres. I think they have depth everywhere. And the thing is, they replaced Asensio because I think Rogers would have moved here and Asensio would have moved here. So they replaced Asensio and they also replaced Rashford. Crazy stuff. Without committing to them. 10/10 for me. 9/10. Maybe it's because I'm looking at this guy here. Let me change it to Lucadine. I trust Lucadine. 10/10. Now is a 10/10. I think now. And I think no. I think this right centre back self is not even Konza that is the starting right back. Right centre back. It's Pau Torres. God. Good Lord. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh my God. You said Yusan will end up left wing or taking Watkins' spot. I think he's going to end up taking Watkins' spot. But it's crazy that we all disrespect Watkins like this. But yeah, I think long term, yes, he will. This is a very good team, but I don't know what it is. But I don't just feel like I can give them 10/10. Maybe it's because of Minks at left centre back. Let me check their fixture before that. Who played that left centre back? I just don't feel like I can give them 10/10. I don't know what it is. Um, they've had a very bad start to the season, by the way. So they played Pau Torres. Pau Torres is a left centre back. Wait, oh, I think Pau is left footed. Oh. Is he? Because Tottenham were linked to him for a while. Or is he right? He's left. So it's Konza. It's Konza and him. That makes sense. Okay, then is a 10/10. Then is a 10/10. Yep, 10/10. Very good window. Very, very good window. Extremely good window. Honestly. And look at the teams. Three teams, sorry, four teams now that have had 10/10 windows. To me. And this is me as a rival. Looking at what everybody else has done, Tottenham is going down to six, in my opinion. Looking at what everybody else has done, Tottenham is going down to six. But yeah, that's those are all my ratings. That's what I think of everybody's window. Personally, that's what I think. So yeah, it's exciting to see what other teams have done, because now when you look at what other teams have done, it puts into much more perspective what your own team have done. And what we've done after seeing other people's windows is not good enough. Honestly, is not good enough. It's not good enough. I'm coming. So let me see. So let me check the comments. I'd play Sa over Bentancur for slash Polinia. Oh, for crucial games. That's a huge shout. But I get where you're coming from. If you think to the big games that we've had, Sa usually turns up in big games. Like majority of the big games, that's where he thrives. Winning the ball back, that's where he thrives. But I get what you're saying. I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Shanta, yeah, that's mad. Paulina is the only game player we have apart from Kuta. If you think to Sa, his best games have been in the big games. If you think to Milan with Oli Skip, think to the City games that we played. If you think to off the top of my head now, Europa League final when it was work hard, like those kind of games, I think the Sa thrives in personally. Like winning the ball back. But if you're telling Sa, oh, be silky on the ball, be do this, do that, be flashy, be sexy, he can't do that. He can't be sexy on the ball. Um, but yeah, Pep is leaving this season. I can't see him staying. No, no, no. I think he will stay and honor his contract. But I don't think he will run away from it. But he will just know that he's done here. But it's too soon to write off City. See, if there's anything I know, see, let me tell you here, there are two teams that can never disappoint you in this world. One is Manchester City. Sorry, three teams that are definite. Four things, five. One is taxis. I said tax. What did I just say? Tax. Taxes. I mean, what? Taxes. Two, debt. Three, never write off Real Madrid. Four, never write off Manchester City. Five, and this one is the most like is the I would even put it above debt and taxes, and that's Tottenham Hotspur disappointing you. Those are the five definites in life. Never write off Real Madrid. Never write off Manchester City. Tottenham Hotspur disappointing you. Debt and taxes, in my opinion. Never, never. Um. So yeah. We should have so savvy this summer. But I think this winter, no, I don't think he leaves in January. Surely. And that's the thing, like that's the one thing that I will give Tottenham credit for. We didn't commit to Mwani, we didn't sign a left centre back, maybe because we couldn't find anyone we wanted. And I respect that. Thomas Frank, I don't think Thomas Frank could just take anybody. Thomas Frank has said countlessly, if he doesn't feel like this player improves the squad, he doesn't want the player. And that's one thing that I like about what we've done in the past. We might not be able to get somebody that cannot improve the squad and we still go and sign the person. But now, no, we did not do that. So we want Savio. Savio is a priority. We can't get Savio. We get Colomani on loan. And maybe next summer we go for Savio again. So, yeah. Um, so Shanta said to ignore this comment. Mm, if we're waiting on a winger until winter, we should try to sign Leo. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. But personally, I like Leo. But will Leo be running down my wings for 10 years? No. Will Savio be running down my wings for 10 years? Possible. That's the only thing. Like, if we're going to spend 70 million, I don't think that Tottenham are in a position where we can just go and sign a Leao. Like, I think Leao is the kind of player that Arsenal should have gone to sign. In the sense that you're ready now, you need a ready now player, you need a difference maker. Leao is that. But for where Tottenham are, yeah, that will be a good signing. He will get goals, he will get assists, but in a few years' time, we'll need to sign in a left swing guy again. And I want something definite. We're building a team. So if you look at, let's go back to Tottenham now. I said we'll go back to Tottenham. Um, and this guy, we're going to discuss about this guy one day. Me, I just want to give him time. But we're going to talk about that guy. Look here, fraud. But one day, I'll have his time. One day. He has not yet tipped me to the edge yet. He has he hasn't yet tipped me to the edge yet. Um our princess, come here. Princess Shabi. Sasature. Let's put Sasature. So um let's go with what we think is going to be the lineup, yeah? And let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So yeah, when I say okay, if you look at this team now, Kudus is like what 25, Shabi 22. If you replace this guy now, let's say we sign this guy, I think he's like 27. Let me confirm. How old is Moani? My friend comes in something. He's turning 27 this year. Okay. Kolomunani. Um, he doesn't know how to pronounce Moani. There are a lot of names that he doesn't know how to pronounce. So yeah, let's say we sign Moani. I prefer somebody younger, but let's say we sign Moani and we go here, we sign Savio. If you start looking, sorry, Savinho. His name is actually Savino, Savinho, but okay. If you look at this team now, he's young, young, young. A lot of them they're going to grow together. And Thomas, his goal here is to build something sustainable. If you sign Leao now, he's in his prime years. These guys haven't come to their prime years yet. They will all hit their prime years around the same time. And that's the thing. That's what I think that they're trying to achieve by signing like young, really good players. Players that are ready for now, but like you still haven't seen the best of them yet. And that's the thing. Like I feel like that would be that's why I wouldn't go for a Leo. I'd rather wait for a Savio instead, personally. Um so yeah. I think if Newcastle get injuries at the centre back, they might struggle. Yeah, I've gone through this. Osola 2024, okay. Butterfingers, Sancho, English Chem. What's Chem? What's Chem? What does that mean? I'm learning a lot of things. I learned Scooby. Chem meaning. English chem. Eh? Chemistry. Chem. Chem. English chem. Chemical. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. But anyways, Onana Butterfingers. Onana is special. Onana is a case. Honestly, that guy. I saw the video a few days ago where he was saying, so are you telling me that in 1 year the best goalkeeper in the Champions League became the worst goalkeeper in the world? No, 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 no. Everything is temporary. I downloaded the video from Instagram. I wanted to faint. I've watched that thing. I've watched that video like how many times? It's funny. You guys say everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. You not see the comments. You not see people saying things like, well, your bad form looks permanent to me and things like that. It was all just bands, honestly. But yeah, I'm surprised Martinez to Man United fell through. I think they picked Lamens over him. I don't know. I don't even know why it fell through. I actually don't know why. But I think it's smarter for them because Martinez is old, bro. Villa will just be ripping them off. And if they went for Martinez, Villa were going for Lamens. So you're getting the younger goalkeeper and whatever. Who is the fool here? Um, Villa looking spooky for real. Do you get what I'm saying? But all the teams are looking spooky except from Spurs. Spooky. Dusan will come in. Yeah, yeah, we're speaking about this. Sri Lanka out for a month or two is what I'm hearing, bro. I don't even know what to say, bro. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say about this guy. It's funny that Watkins get mad praise when he's a 1 in 3 striker. He's serious. But he had that one good season doing him. That's the thing about a lot of these strikers, bro. Yellows. It's bad. Yes, this guy has goals in his locker. 10, 12, 26, 16, 11, 16. Like, it's only 1 year he has scored. Okay. In Villa, it's only 1 year he has scored below 16 goals. And I think this was probably the with that rubbish manager, Gerard. I think this was probably with Gerard or something. So yeah, he has goals in him. Look at that record. Look at that record. Very good. Um, Money gets hit when it's 1 in 2. Mm. Watkins is declining. Fair enough. Can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. How old is he? 29, turning 30. Um, at Bournemouth, this brother didn't know what injury is. Now he's looking like I don't know how Shanta comes up with these things. Now he's looking like Dominic so unlucky. What? How did she even think of things like this? Shanta probably know how to rap. I'm not even joking because his brain is very sharp when it comes to things like this. I think he was playing 1 game a week. I think he was playing 1 game a week. So yeah, he's not more playing 1 game a week. Um, it'll be interesting to do these ratings at the end of the season. Yeah, some players will play better than expected, some was fact. But on paper, right now, top, very good season. Transfers, sorry, very good transfers. So let me see. So Liverpool, West Ham, Newcastle, and Villa have had the best windows. Then Man City and Arsenal as well. So out of these, out of 9 teams, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I give 10, 10. Man City 6, 9. Chelsea 7, 8. Man U eighth, seven, and Tottenham ninth, sixth. Interesting. Yeah, I get what you're saying, actually. I get what you're saying. That new Bournemouth defender looks like Caicedo. Do you know? I don't even know who the Bournemouth defender is. So Bournemouth signings, ESPN. Let's see. No, I don't think it's this one. Who is the guy you're talking about? Okay, what are you talking about? What's his name? What's his name? What are you talking about? Way too many tens, 10/10s there, Teslim. Real talk, yeah. I think Newcastle got everything that they needed. I think Villa got everything that they needed. I think West Ham got everything that they needed, considering the context. I think Arsenal got everything that they needed. I think Liverpool got everything that they needed. Yeah, people say they didn't get Guehi, but they got they have Leone and they have Joe Gomez. I forgot about Leone. City, I didn't give them a 10 because they didn't have a right back. Chelsea, their two centre backs and their goalkeeper is why I didn't give them a 10. Tottenham, we know why. Mind you, their two CMs are why I didn't give them a 10. But the rest of them, West Ham, I think West Ham have rectified all their issues. I think Newcastle have rectified all their issues. I think Villa have rectified all their issues. I think Arsenal rectified, especially Arsenal and Liverpool, rectified all their issues. So yeah, you said chai. Where did you learn chai from, Rodney? Are you Nigerian? Where did you learn chai? Jesus, who is teaching you this? Me, Acha for sure. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Acha as well. Me, for me, Liverpool 9/10. Wow, you're giving Liverpool 9. How would you give Liverpool 9? Chelsea 8/10. Arsenal 10/10. Tottenham 7. Man U 7. Man City 8. West Ham 8. Newcastle 8. Villa 7. Yeah. Are you serious? Liverpool here. Eketike slash Isak. Here. They have Keza. I said Keza. Hakpo slash Eketike. 10. Soboslai slash Vert. Here. Salah slash Keza. They also have Rio Ungumoha. They have number. They have Gavenbeck slash Endo. They have McAllister slash Curtis Jones. Konate slash Joe Gomez. Leone slash Van Dijk. Simikas. No, Simikas has gone out to loan. Robertson slash Kekes. Mamadashvili slash Allison. Frimpong slash Conor Bradley. Let me see who else again. So you give Arsenal 10/10. I agree with that. Chelsea 8/10. I agree with that. Um, Man City. Man City, they play so Donnarumma slash Trafford. Right back, they have Diaz, they have Stones. I don't know. I think Akonji left. They have Ake, they have Vadio, they have left back, they have Aitnuri. They also have Vadio as well. I don't know. I think they have another centre back that I'm forgetting. I don't know. Here they have Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis can also play left back, by the way. They have Rico, they have O'Reilly as well. They can play left back. They have Nunez, they have Rico Lewis, they have here Gundogan, I don't know, Nico Gonzalez. They have Tijani, Bernardo. I can't remember the other midfielders right now, top of my head. In their front two, they have Mamouche, they have Oscar Bob, they have Doku, they have Savio, they have Haaland. They have so many players. The only thing is right back. That's just me. West Ham, they have their goalkeeper. They got in that guy from Leicester. They have Kilman. They got in. They have Mavropanos. They have Igor. They have Diop. That has looked like a very good signing, by the way. I think he has got 2 assists now in 3 games. They have KWP considering they didn't have money, that's a shrewd signing. Played very well against the Nottingham Forest. They have Sushek, they have Ward Prowse, they have Matheus Fernandez. I think Matheus Fernandez will replace Ward Prowse. They have Paqueta, they have Bowen, they have Somerville, and they have Callum Wilson. They've had a very good window, a very good window in my opinion. Aston Villa, we just went through Villa. Newcastle, we just went through Newcastle. Newcastle, they have a strong team as well. Villa, they have a strong team as well. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but especially compared to what Tottenham have done, I think they fixed their issues. I think I think that more accurately reflects on the window and needs each of the team and needs of each of the teams and what the standards are, etc. I get what you mean. Wait, I think that more accurately reflects on the windows and needs of each of the teams and what the standards are. So you're saying your own ratings. Okay, okay. Arsenal for me have had a better window than Liverpool because Arsenal have now got a complete squad, whereas there's still holes in that Liverpool squad. But of course, the difference is in the manager. Granted, granted, I do think that there are certain places that could be improved. I think Endo could be improved on. I think Joe Gomez could be improved on with Guehi. That's why they wanted Guehi. He can play right or left centre back. I think Robertson could be improved on. But we're just picking at things like based on numbers, they have what they need and quality as well, especially in that front line. They have what they need. Um, well, I think I've got it lost in the comments. So let me try and find where I was. Okay, chemistry. Okay, the four players are all English, so they will probably gel. Which team is that? Which team are you talking about? What team are you talking about? I can't even remember what you were talking about. Rogers, Sancho, Watkins. Oh, and Elliot. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Um, Liverpool still have no recognized CDM, no recognized backup CD, and two new wing backs, which means they will shaky at the start for every club. So let me respond to this. So I think Gravenberg is the CDM for now. I do think that they need a Baliba slash Watson. We had this discussion yesterday or day before yesterday. I think day before yesterday now. Um, no recognized backup CB. They got in Leone. No, he's still young. They have Joe Gomez as well. They wanted Guehi because Guehi is an upgrade on what they have right now. But yeah, they have. It's not like they don't have. They just wanted better. Um, two new wing backs. I agree. But the thing is, this is why I said at the start of the video that Liverpool have been shaky, and I predicted is that they wouldn't look complete yet. They will look shaky because they have a lot of players that are coming in. But if you look at their record, they have 3-3, and so far nobody has found them out. And if you're telling me that even as they are shaky, they're still top of the league, I don't want to see what they look like when they are good. I'm terrified of seeing what they look like when they are good. So that's just me. If you come this far, please like, please subscribe, and turn on post notifications, please, and thank you guys. Um, okay, give me a sec. Um, Whereas Arsenal should be primed for the title match, but we know Ateta just loves his League Two tactics. Honestly, I think that Arsenal need to take off the shackles a bit. They need to take off the shackles a bit, and like I don't know the manager that comes in and wins the league, but if he wants to keep on playing like this, especially considering how solid they are defensively, some might say, okay, how they play is the reason why they are solid defensively, but I just think that they are they are that good. They are that good, and they should have won at least a trophy by now. Um, Look, and I think players like Saliba, players like Saka, I was potentially saying maybe Saka to Liverpool as Salah's replacement. I still wouldn't mind it. I think that space is made for him, and if I was Liverpool, that's what I would be targeting. Especially if Arsenal don't win anything still, or don't win a league. come to Liverpool, you win titles. So yeah, and if the guy says he wants to leave, he has given his best years, he has given his last few years to Arsenal. I want to move on. They have to respect it. So yeah, Saka, Saliba, players like that, we'll be eyeing them up in a few years. So yeah, that's just my own opinion, sure. Look, he's 1 in 3. Do the math. Look at the games played and count it up. And a lot of the big ones win championship. Okay, penalty. So this is penalty, penalty. Yeah. So 78, 0.4, 0.6. Okay. You know what? Let's just calculate it how we did the first one. Um, let's see. I don't know what's going on. What's going on now? Calculate is, as this thing acting up? I don't know why it's acting up. Calculate is goals. Calculate is goals slash assist ratio per 90 and his goals plus assist ratio per minute over his career. This is Watkins. Watkins averages 0.50 goals plus assist per 90 and produces a goal or assist every 2 games. See, it's not 1 in 3, it's 1 in 2 as well. It's 1 in 2. It's 1 in 2. And yeah, 1 in 2, yeah. 0.50. It's 1 in 2. Um, it's usually English tax BS. Diakite. Okay. Just checking. Diakite. Diakite. He said it looks like Caicedo. I don't know if I'll see it though. How does this guy look like Caicedo? Is it not this one? What club? What club? What club is in? Let me check just to confirm. So he said the new World Club defender, Bournemouth. Okay. So let's check. Diakite. Okay. This guy doesn't look like I said, but I see it in a way. In a way, it's very little. It's very little. It's very little. It's not really anything king like that now. I'm just curious to see what we'll do when Madison is back. It'll be hard to fit Kulu, Matters, and Simmons. I'll send Matters and spend that money on a top number 8. I agree, Shanta. We need a number 8. And you know the thing about Madison? And I was thinking to myself why Ange never did it. Personally, if I was the one, I'll do this. Stay here and do your thing. Stay on the left wing. I'd have played him on the left wing, personally. Up to me. That's what I'd have done if it was up to me. But it's not up to me. So I have to watch somebody else. do their own thing. But yeah, even last season, I'd have played him on the left wing. Um, I played Kulu in the 10. That way we get both of them in the team. Um, and they have no DM. I get you. Arsenal have had a plus window. I agree. I agree. Chai. I don't know where Rodney is here learning chai from. Where Rodney is learning chai from. Okay. They have no CDM. I get it, yeah. But I think Gravenberg, they see Gravenberg long term as that six. Maybe they get greedy, which it looks like they are now. People are quite greedy now, as we've seen. And they go for Baliba, they go for Saka, they go for Real Madrid 2.0. Maybe this trend thing really pissed them off. And they're like, you know what? Never again. Um, they're building their own super team in the Premier League. Um, but what people don't take about account to Liverpool is that they haven't signed anyone proper in about 50 years, much like ourselves. And they have holes in the squad still, despite the spending. Yeah, I get it, Chad. I do get it. If anything happens to Van Dijk, they're dead. Do you get what I'm saying? If anything happens to Konate, they're dead. If anything happens to Kekesh, you're back to Robertson. Robertson has been done for at least 3 years now, in my opinion. If anything happens to Frimpong, you still have Bradley. If anything happens to Gravenberg, you have what's his name again? Endo. If anything happens to McAllister, you have Curtis Jones, decent backup, Vet, Soboslai, Chiesa, um, Salah. So yeah, I do get it. I do get it. But no team is perfect. No team is perfect. Like you need these players. You need players that know that they will stay on the bench. You can't have a team of 22 players wanting to come to the lineup to the starting level. It can't work. You need players that know that they will stay on the bench and want to stay on the bench and do a good work for you on the bench or from the bench. Um, the reason I give City 8 is because it doesn't match their usual spending. Fair enough. But they've had a very solid window. Agreed. But City have done well. Agreed. Have you had a look at how if 3-4-3 could look? Udogi Pearl. That's the thing, but where does Simmons fit? Okay, you said Simmons as the left winger. Okay, let's look at it. Let's look at it. I get it, but don't you think that this midfield will get overrun? In the sense that if we go overrun with a three-man midfield against Bournemouth, and I know Bournemouth is one game, maybe people will look at that game and think, oh yeah, we could destroy Tottenham like this. But like if we go overrun with a midfield three, what more in midfield two? I know Bentancur and Højbjerg were able to do it on that Conte, but I don't know if Paulinia will be able to do it at his age. Um, oh, my wife is a Nigerian. My wife is a Nigerian. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. How you do? What more I do? I do. I do. I'm good. I'm good. That's crazy. That is big up to your wife, man. What? Where is she from? Where in Nigeria? That is interesting. Not including Savio. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not including Savio. Yeah, I feel you. Um, so Grafenberg isn't a CDM. Leonie has played about 20 games in his career in Syria. Well, you can say the same thing for Van de Ven when he came to the Premier League. Van de Ven had played one season in Wolfsburg. Then he came to the Premier League and ate it alive. Come on. He had like, come on. That's not fair. Imagine if Wenger got Ateta the backing Ateta had. That would have been nightmare for you. Honestly. I get it. I get it. I don't know. I don't even know where they go from here. People are saying, "Oh, Ateta, 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 Ateta." Where did they go from here? Um, hmm. 4-4-7-1-6-2. Watkins games and goals. I wasn't counting assists. Okay, 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 okay. Simmons on the left, Mother central. I don't know why everybody's saying this Simmons on the left. I don't think Simmons. I don't think our best player potentially should be out of position. I don't think we should play. I don't think that's a good thing to do. Your best players should be playing in their strongest position. Other people should go and fill in the gap. But your best players should not be playing out of position. It's like telling me to move. Oh, let's move Harry Son to the right wing so we can fit in Odobe on left wing or something crazy like that. I don't want to move my best players away from their position for anybody. You go and fill in that gap. I don't care. I don't care. You go and fill in that gap. You, Madison, go there. Kolu, go there. I don't care if you don't like it. It's the same thing that Thomas is doing with Kudus. Brennan is a right winger, but he's telling him, Kudus is my man. You go and fill in the left wing. I don't care if you don't like it. You're playing there. My best player is not going out of position for you. What? Um, in Prem, he's 1 in 3. Okay, okay, 1 in 3. Fair enough. City 7, not 8. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, I'd go with that. Yo, City's transfer window is 7. Are you guys judging City's transfer window based on City's transfer window or based on Liverpool as the bar? Let me know. Let me know. Interesting. So I'm also from Lagos. So I'm guessing our dad is from Abuja. So she's half. I think Abuja is basically no man's land, but majority of the people there are like northerners. So I think she's half Yoruba, half northern. So I'm Yoruba, she's half Yoruba, half northern. If her dad is from Abuja, but I'm guessing she's from the north because majority of people are from the north, like people in Abuja. Abuja is like the capital. So yeah. Said City 7 or 8. So yeah, are you doing like? Let me know, Shanta. You and Rodney as well? Are you rating City based on what everybody's doing? Yeah, Hausa. Yeah, that's nothing. Hausa is nothing. I knew it. If she's from ABJ, so if um this City 7, are you doing it based on Liverpool, like which is the bar for everybody else, or are you doing it like based on City on their own? Because City on their own, yeah, I think they've had a good window. But when you start comparing them to the likes of what Arsenal have done, what Liverpool have done, then I think it looks different. But if you look at just what City have done for themselves, I think that's a different conversation. Um, yeah, I'd go with that. Okay, doesn't matter what we go with, we we always make them look like empty hat. The empty hat was quite full, actually, when we played them. I don't know why. Maybe they were excited to watch Kudus. But yeah, interesting. Or R9, R9, the guy with the most followers at Tottenham, Richarlison. Let me show you. 22 million followers. Let me show you something. 15 million. Richarlison has more followers than anybody in that Tottenham squad. Crazy stuff. I told you, like, Richarlison is big. Oh. I don't think you people know how big he is. Richarlison is actually big. He busts, he busts my head every time. Every time he busts my head. Like Richarlison is big, bro. 22 million followers. He has more than Son. Everybody says Son, Son, Son. He has more than Son. He's massive. R9. Are you joking? Oh my god. Richarlison. What a player, man. What a player. Cracks me up. Honestly. Um, just because it hasn't been their usual spending, but they have done good business. I agree. Money could occasionally drop a bit deeper, yup, into the space. I think he will. He puts in the hard yards defensively. I think he's going to be more like this than what I did. I think it's going to be something. Let's put him outside the box. So it's going to be something more like this. Yeah, I think it's going to be something more like this. Mwani, Abuja. Okay, but I don't think she's from Abuja. I don't think somebody can be from Abuja. I don't know. I don't think somebody can be from Abuja, but I think she's a Northerner. I think she's a Northerner. That's interesting that you married a Northerner. That's interesting, honestly. Um, because like a lot of the time, I think here, in my experience or from the little I know, a lot of the time, Northerners here, majority of the time, they marry themselves. So it's interesting that she married a foreigner. I think that's very interesting. Um, After looking at Scammering, I find Mikel Morata's tactics way better. Come on, man. Come on. Just believe in Amorim. Believe. They won against Burnley. They, you know, United are above Manchester City, right? You know that, right? What do you mean? Title charge. They're only 5 points away. Title charge. They're in the conversation. Believe. Just believe. Just believe. I think our mom is from Lagos and her dad is from Abuja. So our mom and I were probably relatives, distant relatives, because I'm also from Lagos. So yeah. Let me see. I'm all for putting square pegs in square holes, but do you have Xavi's record playing at cam or left wing? Let me try and check. So Xavi Simons. Okay. So as the left winger, now let me give context to this stat because I did my research on Xavi. So Xavi, while on paper for Leipzig, he was playing on the left wing. If you check his heat map, he starts on the left and then drifts into the 10. And David Raum, let me show you this guy, the left back, was the one taking up the width. So even though Xavi was a left winger, he actually was a number 10. So he started at left wing, but he wasn't a left wing when they played. He starts here and then he drifts here. If you see, even in this thing, they didn't write left winger, even though he was playing as a left winger. They didn't write left winger, they wrote number 10. So yeah, that's the context to it. So if you check his heat map, let me show you. No, it should be here. No, 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 no. Let's heat map. Let's heat map. Okay, yeah, here it is. Bundesliga last season. No, no, no. This season. So look, it starts here, and if you look, it sort of tilts towards here. So it comes here. It comes from wide here. If you look at the left winger, would have there will be heat maps, or here will be hot, cutting in, and all these type of things. But his is like this, is drifting towards the 10 position. So he was used as a 10, not a left winger. So even though here you see left wing, a lot of games in left wing, he was playing as a 10. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, I just wanted to give that context. But yeah, these are his stats. So right wing is his weakest position. He's quite good at centre forward. Interesting. Probably played as a false nine. Interesting. But yeah, that's the context to the situation on ground. So yeah, let me scroll up so you see it. I think my face is blocking it. So yeah, that's the context. So I think, sorry, Hausa, your wife Rodney, your wife must not see you spell Hausa and Yoruba like that. She would have your head. I don't know how long you guys have been married for, but she must not see that. It's Huasa and Youruba. She must not see that. I know it's pronounced Yoruba, but it is Yoruba. It's spelled Yoruba. So yeah, she must not see that. She will have your head, honestly. Okay. But big up to your wife. Big up to your wife. Um, said bro plays like Richarlison. Bro plays like Richarli dad against mid-table teams. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Against 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 mid-table teams. I don't even know his record. Like I don't even I don't even know. But I think this guy did one analysis one time, Sava, and he showed that a lot of our players they score against mid-table players, like mid to lower table, but against the top teams they don't score. So yeah, but yeah, Richarlison is a wonder kid in his own way, but he's a big guy off the pitch. Richarlison is big, oh, okay. Richarlison is big, and I'll show you. Do you know what it means for Richarlison to have more followers than Son on Instagram? Richarlison is massive. I don't think you would know what you have. Richarlison, Richarlison is one of those players that I don't know how he does it. He's just a clown. I don't know. He's like he's literally the funniest footballer I've ever seen in my life. I don't know, that guy just cracks me up. Lord. But yeah, I personally think that looks solid. This lineup, I don't know. I don't know. See, this midfield, we need midfielders. We need midfielders, in my opinion. We need. And we've gotten one in Princess, but we need more. We need more. Um, keeps falling on the ground like Titanic. How much is he on? Let me check. Let me let me check what that guy is on before I lose my mind. We shall listen wages per week, 90 million per week. It's 90, sorry, 90,000 per week. 90,000. If um UK tax calculator, how do I don't know. So sector per week. If I'm earning 90,000 per week, what's your take home? Eh? Eh? So 47,000. This is my take home. So 47,000. So let's calculate it on ChatGPT. Let me see how much that guy is actually earning. Richarlison. As a footballer, this life is not fair. Oh. Let me check. If sorry, if I earn per week, how much do I earn per annum? So let's check his actual salary because I don't think that 90K will be after tax. I think it will probably be before tax. So he earns 2.4 million pounds per annum. Basically 2.5. Jesus Christ. That is crazy. Richarlison. Richarlison. Oh my God. Ah, God. God. That is crazy money. Anyways, oh my God. Oh my God. I just read Rodney's comments. Oh my God. What is salted caramel? What? What? Oh my God. Oh, please. Please keep that. Keep that, please. Keep that information. Let me see. Money and Simmons could interchange. Mm. So Simmons playing as a false nine. Can you see? See, look, I get what you're saying, no? But me, and if Simmons and him interchange, then it turns to this. If 3-4-1-2, in my opinion, and he still plays, he ends up in the 10. I get what you're saying. It does. This makes sense. This works better for me because if you want to go into a defensive shape, you have this guy contributing. My fear is about the midfield. I don't think we have, like, even look at Liverpool. Liverpool have the likes of McAllister and Gravenberch in midfield, and they've been getting demolished in midfield. Talk less of us playing in midfield too. because Liverpool have basically been playing in midfield too with Florian Wirtz. So yeah, um, yeah, um, yeah. So can Vicaria and Madison. What are you talking about, brother? Vicaria and Madison. Eh? Oh, Money and Simmons can interchange. Who is it? Is he responding to me? Are you talking to me, Shanta? Who is that for? What did I say that you're saying? What am I saying? What am I talking about? What did I say? Oh, Mwani and Simmons could interchange. Oh, he said Mwani and Simmons could interchange. Question mark. Yes, so can Vicaria and Madison. What are you talking about? Oh. No, I think it could work. But if it works, that means if you do that, this is what we had before. Yeah. But if you do that, it means it turns into this. It's no longer a 4-3-3. It's a four. It's no longer a 3-4-3. It's a 3-4-1-2. It turns into this. It turns into this. So yeah, I think it could work. I think this would be the best way to go. If you're telling me that you want to use something like this, no, they will eat him alive. This guy that is 58 kg, those center backs will eat him alive. But this will work. This will work. Um, exactly what I mean. Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I'm on the same level wavelength with you, Joe. Actually, I don't mind. Don't mind Shanta. Shanta is a hater. Shanta doesn't see the vision. Shanta doesn't see the vision. Shanta, you need to open your eyes and see the vision. Um, but yeah, let me see. Um, Money can play on the left as well. Drift inside and outside. It's called movement, man. Hey, don't fight, don't fight, don't fight, don't fight. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. This could work, and he would have all the space to do all the shenanigans. And when we're defending, it can turn into this. But that's the thing. I don't like the fact that we're having to think of so many situations like this. Like, I feel like we could have done more. We could have. Let me check. Has this guy moved yet? I'll probably go to Turkey or Saudi. I'll probably go to Turkey or Saudi. You should go and join Osimhen in Turkey. His Nigerian brother. But yeah, sure, I get, I get. I get. Um, but yeah, that's it. Let me check when are the next set of prem fixtures. I've started thinking of. I have to actually sit down and think of content because, like I've been mentioning, but I've been working on other things like in my own life. I know that I've been looking for a job. I have one now, but it's more like an internship. It's not a job, so I'm looking for a job. So I'm working on my portfolio because I know that hiring season will soon come. So that's what I've been doing. That's why I haven't had time to think of it. But considering I will need to um, make think of things to do now that the transfer window is over. If I still want to be doing regular content, I have to think of other shows, and I would have to draft thumbnails as well. See, I have a lot to think about. So let me even write that down. Content for YouTube, so I don't forget. I start thinking of other things to do. Mm. So yeah, but yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Acha, thank you for the comments. Shanta, thank you for the comments. Rodney, thank you for the comments. And bless your wife, bless your wife, bless your wife. Um, let me see. Who else? Care, thank you for the comments. Once again, Diego, thank you for the comments. And yeah, that's everybody that commented. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys. I'm so grateful to you guys. If there's anybody new here, please like, please subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And thank you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow by God's grace. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.